We're coming back here for our third class of the day. We're going to give it just a minute for everybody to get back on the feed. Looks like everybody's loving the projects and the papers. What were we going to show at the top of this one? The, what, was that private reserve? Or no, that's convention, right?
Convention, yeah.
Says great pages, Patsy and Breezy, so beautiful. Breezy has no part of this.
Oh, yes, she does.
I ship this stuff to you.
Breezy has the major part of it. She does all the shipping and all the phone calls and all the, oh my gosh.
The creative side is not my...
Yes, it is.
Not my forte.
She just doesn't get to because she's so good at the other stuff.
All right, do you want me to put the camera up and then you can show them those from that side? Do you want to show those right off the bat, or do you want to wait?
Yeah, I'll show them right off the bat. Is it... What time is it? Is it time?
Yeah.
Time to go?
Yep,
Okay.
It is. Yep, we're up and rolling.
Okay, just for fun, we did most of these classes in Upland and here at home, and these are the convention classes. So if you are at
oh, here, let me get the list. Hang on.
if you are close to a CK convention that we will be at, in Denton this year.
And Mega Meet in Novi.
And Mega Meet in Novi. So these will be the classes that you will see then. Also, we will be
so Mega Meet, all of these are on our website, shopquickquotes.com, and click on events and workshops, and then these are under conventions. And so under the conventions, we have St. Louis this weekend that's going on. A to Z Scrapbooking goes and teaches the classes at most of these, and then they have a booth that carries our product. So they're in St. Louis this weekend. We will be in Novi, Michigan, May 8th through the 10th. And then A to Z will again be in Charlotte, North Carolina, May 16th and 17th. We will be in Denton, Texas, June 6th and 7th. Then A to Z will be in Houston, June 13th and 14th. Madison, Wisconsin, July 11th and 12th. CKC is, it's Lancaster, sorry. A to Z will be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, July 25th and 26th. And then Lebanon, Tennessee, September 12th and 13th. And then Hillsboro, Oregon, October 10th through the 11th. So most all of those are CKC shows. Whoops. I can't read and keep the camera where it's supposed to be. But you can find those events under events and workshops on our website, and then you can register for those through CK or the Mega Meet for Novi. And these are some of the classes that we're offering there at those. Yes, there is a CKC in Lancaster. It is July 25th and 26th. And I know some of you are asking, how can we get these kits if the shows aren't close? We have to keep these reserved for the CKC and the convention classes throughout the year. Possibly if there's some left at the end of the year, we'll have them available. But that's just if there is some extras. We don't ever know that till approximately November on that. So we got Christmas all year round, I think that one's called.
Yeah, there should be 8 different ones. I don't know if I got to 8 or not, but that's basically.
But you can see them all on the CKC website if you're in those areas or can travel to them. There's some really good classes with some good techniques and things like that in them. Oh, I hear a train. And I think we're going to draw a couple of names for this train since we haven't had too many so far. So, let's see if I can do this real quick. So we have Glenda Montgomery. I'm going to lay this down there. And I drew 3. So Glenda Montgomery, Jody Vorbeck 1. So Jody registered 1 or 2 or 3 people. And so you guys get to choose who the number 1 is on that. And then Marie Fischelberg. So if you win prizes, there's no need to claim them. We will send them automatically to you. If you're a Club Q member, they'll go in your Club Q. If you are, if not, then I will just ship them to you next week sometime. So are we ready to go, do you think?
I think so.
Okay. And then don't forget about our special for the weekend. If you hit $40 order on our website, excluding events, you'll get a free page kit. So you have to enter in a code. Let me remind myself what that code was. So a coupon code if you hit the $40, free card kit, and it's random card kits that we have, and we'll send you a free greeting card kit with your order of $40 or more. But be sure to enter that code, free card kit. It does not apply to events, but should apply to everything else.
Okay, so we are ready to go here. Okay, I'm going to, we're going to use these pages like this, 2 of these, as our background, and there's not any cutting, I don't think, except just cutting these labels off. So let's go ahead and do that on both background pieces. And then before we get started, if you've punched everything out, it's okay. If not, I know Stacy labeled this so that it has a big 1 in the middle, and that means everything on this page are going to be assembled together. And I think we could do that right now. We won't do the second page, but this one, let's punch these out right quick, these flowers, and go ahead and use this. The one that has the big 1 punched out of the middle.
Can we hang on just a second? So
Yeah.
I have questions. Some of the people that went to Upland, we did not have those first 2 kits because we're replacing the card kits that we did.
Yeah.
And they're wanting to know if they can somehow get them.
Okay. After the events, I think that A to Z is going to do a few classes at their shop they're in Torrance. Mm-hmm. So that's a question for them, and we'll know more about that. She was really, really considering doing some of these, and those would definitely be part of it. We won't be able to turn loose of those until after they are done with all the CK conventions, but there's a possibility at the end of that, and then there's also a possibility that she would be teaching those then. Yes.
And so those 2 came about because we had originally had card classes, which weren't at Upland either. We didn't include the card classes. And honestly, they just weren't doing that great at the convention. So we made new layouts and swapped out the card classes for at the conventions for the for these new layouts for all the future conventions. So yeah, you can. We do have to keep those exclusively for conventions and A to Z at this point, and they will likely be teaching some classes with them toward the end of the year in Torrance at their shop.
And basically, we could only do 6 classes anyway, so they may have not been included anyway, because it's too much to do in one day to do all 8 of them. But I will find out more from Viv, and we can get that on our website at a later date. Yeah, we just have better luck with our layout classes than cards. We're it's like today you already decided that that's you'd rather do a layout than a little project, so we'll keep that in mind. Okay, this with the number 1 we can toss once we get all those punched out. And if you'll notice, in the center of each of these flowers is a shape. And these shapes are to be matched up so you know which flower goes with which. So here's circles right here, and there's flowers here. This one has squares, this one has a triangle. This one has a circle. So let's just pull these apart, line them up next to each other, depending on the shape that is in the center of the flower. So what we have is 4 flowers with circles, 4 flowers with squares, and 4 flowers with triangles. So this, we'll do all these for page 1, and then that'll be all done. We can glue those on when we get them all put together. And then page 2, the remaining page of flowers, same thing. You're going to match up squares, circles, and triangles. So let's go ahead and do that. If you want to chalk up edges or flower petals, right now is a good time to do that. I'm going to try a little malachite on this just to see what it looks like. So I'm going to start with the circles, the one that have the circles in the middle. I kind of like that. So I'm using malachite. That works really well on the green petaled flowers. And I think on the next one I might try, I think I'll try the amber on this one with the orange petals. And every flower might vary a little bit because they come from same piece of paper, just different parts of the paper. Some of the chalk ink colors that we want to use on this. Are Moonstone, and that's one that we haven't used yet. This one's really pretty. That would be pretty on these greens, so I could try that on anything that has a little bit of a green tint to it. It's light, but it's pretty. Let me show you what it looks like on this tag, just because it is pretty on the white. Okay, this is Moonstone Agate. I'm just chalking up the white tag just so you can see what it looks like. It looks really good on this tag. I don't know if it's dark enough to be able to show up on your flowers very well, but on the white pieces it's really pretty. So you can see that it was used on white edges, white edges, white edges, and this big tag. So you can save that Moonstone for the white pieces. And your amber looks really good on the pieces with the orange. Another one that would work good with the orange is the fall leaves. That's a nice dark rustic orange. If you have that one, that would look really good. One that we haven't used a lot is, and we do use it often because it's a new one, it's brown jasper. I'm going to see what it looks like on the edge of, oh, that's pretty. It's got a nice brownish yellow tone to it, a nice vintage color. So So this is brown jasper. That's also really nice. So choose your colors and get them chalked up quickly, and we'll just do the ones for page 1 and set those aside once we get them all assembled. And you have a packet of buttons, looks like that, and those will go in the center. So let's go ahead and layer up our pieces, and you can offset those petals a little bit. And I've layered up all the circles. Here's the squares. And if you don't get all these done right now, it's okay, because this is something that can totally be done at the very end. And our triangles. So you have 3 sets of layered flowers here. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Barely Art glue and glue these together. And again, it doesn't take very much. And there's one with the circles. And it doesn't really matter which button you use in the middle. There's three different colors, 3 or 4 different colors here, so it doesn't matter. Okay, and then another button in the center of all 3 of these. And you're done. So what you'll end up doing on the second set of flowers, exactly the same thing, but we'll leave those till the very end. Save your buttons and your brads. Okay, how's everybody doing? Getting all those layered up? Sometimes it's kind of fun to go ahead and, if you want to take the extra time, I know they flatten out anyway, but if you use your thumbnail to give them a little curl, it takes a little time and it just makes them look more realistic when you just... And sometimes the little bit of curl will stay, but pretty much it'll flatten out once you get it in your page protector. But if you were making, say, something for a name tag or a flower, then you can curl them up a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm going to set these aside, and even if you aren't done, don't worry about it, because you can finish those later. Okay, this will be our background page. We're going to work on page 1 first, which is this one right here. And we're going to make this big photo mat that tucks in. and can be accessed from the top of your page protector here, okay? And we'll be making that. So first thing you need is a 12 by 12 music paper that has all the colors. And then you're going to add right into the center of your page one of your 6 by 12 white papers. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of adhesive, get it glued down. And I think we could do this for both pages to start with. I think we'll just do one, actually. So the next piece is, and this is your pocket for your for this piece here. Okay, so this is going to tuck down into here. So you're looking for 6.5 by 6.5 inch piece with music, and it's 1 3/4 inch down from the top of the page. So about like this. And about 3 inches in from the right hand side. So we're right at 3 inches here. And 1 3/4 inches from the top puts it about right there. So when you go to glue this down, and I would chalk up the top edge. That's basically all you're really going to see because there's lots of layers of paper here. Chalk up the top of this with whatever color you choose, and I'm going to use the brown jasper. You're not going to see the bottom because that's going to be covered up with photo mats and paper. When you go to glue it on, though, make sure that you only glue the left, the right, and the bottom. Okay, so that's your 6.5 by 6.5 pocket, and make sure that you don't add adhesive up here so you can tuck your big mat tag in later. Okay, now you have a partial circle, and this is a good spot. This has lots of pretty edge that we can add some color to. And I'm using amber. The citrine would be really pretty on this too, or any of your yellow. So this is going to go on, so it's about 1/8 of an inch in from the right hand side. It's going to be tilted. About like this, and the way we can tell is the next piece that you're going to put on is a 5 by 8 music paper. It looks like this. And it's going to go just about like this. So if you want to lay it out a little bit, just to make sure if you have, so you don't want to tip this up so that it's showing. You want to tip that so, because down here it's going to be covered up. Let's look at the finished one. So here it's tipped about like this in here, okay? Down here it'll be covered up. Right here, this piece will cover up. So it'll look just about like this. It's about 2 1/4 inches in from the right, something like that. And about 3/4 of an inch up from the bottom. So 2 1/4. About like that. And if you want to chalk this one up, this is a good time to do that. And I think I'm going to use some, let's try something different here. And try the turquoise just for fun. It's not necessarily the color that I would choose for this, but it might work. Yeah, I'm thinking not. I'm going to try the smoky quartz. That's a brand new one too, and let's see what that looks like along the edge. Ooh, that's kind of a nice taupey color. I like that. It's really subtle. So this is smoky quartz. It's in the new box. So for those of you who have not gotten the new box of inks, we do have those in now, and it's called the Gem Collection. And lots of fun new colors. And then once you get that chalked up, so again, it's 5x8 paper. 5x8 paper. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. A lot of this doesn't show either. It just shows a little bit around the edges. I need to go ahead and glue this down too. Once you get your half circle placed where you want it, go ahead and glue it down. And again, it's about 1/8 of an inch in from the right hand side. And then your 5x8 goes on over that. About 3/4 of an inch up from the bottom. Move it down just a bit. And 2 1/4 inch in from the right. So while you're doing that one though, we want to at some point we're going to get this tag tucked down in here before the next piece, and that next piece is 5x8 dark blue paper. Looks like this. And so we want to make sure that this tag gets tucked down in behind. This blue paper. And this blue paper, it's 5x8. It's 1.5 inches up from the bottom and 2 inches in from the right. So there's 2. And there's 1.5. And you can chop these edges up a little bit if you want to. And Garage Mary's here. What you got in that bottle over there, Mary?
Water. Just
Water? Just water? Oh, I'm disappointed. Actually, I'm going to try on this piece here, this black. And this is a lot of this is covered up too. It's just, again, a layering, lots of layering of papers just so the edges are peeking out a little bit. This black opal looks really good on the edge. So you can try that if you want to chalk up any of this. And then we can go ahead and glue that one down. Just remember that you got to get this tag tucked in here. It will need a brad also, so you can leave that top undone until you get your brad put in. And you want to just lay these pieces out for the beginning, that's okay too. Okay. I'm just going to tuck that tag in just like that for now. Okay, has everybody got this far? We also have a couple of little banners that we want to remember to get tucked in there too, but we don't need those just quite yet, but keep an eye out for your little banners for these little white toppers here. And now you are looking for a mat that looks like this, has two of your little branches or your little squiggly things punched out. That is the mat that goes in behind your blue, which is this here, okay? That's your mat that goes in behind the blue, even though it's got little pieces punched out. Now this is where we added some color with the moonstone agate. So if you want to add a little bit to these white pieces, pretty little tropical color. And if you want to add some black to this edge of the blue. If you have deep sea or navy, those are also good colors for this dark blue color. This black works pretty good on there. It lends itself to color in the background. Okay, once I get these both chalked up, I'm going to add the mat. To the white. And this goes on 1 inch up from the bottom and 3 3/4 inch in from the left. So about right there. 3 1/2 to 3 3/4, somewhere in the neighborhood there. ahead and add some adhesive.
Linda said, love, love, love these online events. Can't wait until June. Finished these projects yesterday morning, though. But have been watching today to pick up on the good tips. You ladies are the best. Love QQ.
Oh, thank you. We love you too. Okay, so we're here, and then one more mat. And what did I do with my little ones? So you're going to end up with 3 little mats, papers like this. You have a 3x4 white and a 3.5 by 4.5 blue. Only one of these will go on page 1. And here is where we have to remember to put those little banner pieces. So again, I would chalk these up with the moonstone. And they will tuck in behind. Also chalk up the white 3x4 pieces. This little photo mat for the bottom right corner. You'll have that photo mat, and you'll have these 2 little banner pieces tucked in behind the photo mat, like that. I think I could have moved this up just a little bit more. Helps to put your direction sheet right in front of you, and that way you can kind of see if you like where it is or not. Okay, so once we get your little banner pieces chalked up, 3x4 white onto your blue paper. I didn't do that right either. So don't do what I just did. Get your 3x4 paper on first, and then tuck those banner pieces in behind. Okay, does everybody's look kind of like this? Kind of is okay, because I mean, when you start to just layer paper just for fun, there's no right or wrong or perfect spot for it. Okay, the next thing then we're going to do is we have 4.5 by 6.5 white paper and a little peachy colored paper. And the white is going on the peach color, and again I think we need to, since we've used the moonstone on other white pieces, I would say let's just do that again. Again, totally up to you. This is your project. And I would take a little more care in chalking. This is as you can see, I've written all over it, so it's pretty much a sample. Yeah, I don't like that on there. I'm going to use the citrine. Citrine? I don't know how you pronounce that. This is better. I tried the amber and I didn't like it on there. It was too much. And really, you don't need a whole lot on the edge of this. So once you get that both of those chalked up, add the white to the peach. And we'll chalk up one of these little tabs with a hole at the top, and we'll get that glued onto the back. This is the little piece that will end up letting you be able to tuck it down into your pocket, and then this little tab can stick up over the top of your page protector. Even, it doesn't have to completely stick up, but just a little bit so that you know you have something going on in there. You can use this for journaling, or you can add another picture right there. Okay, so you do need a brad. So locate one of your brads that we had the little bag open earlier. And then this will glue right to the back side. And Stacy offset hers a little bit, but you could put it right in the middle if you want to. And then that tucks right into the little pocket that you made. And just a couple more things and you're done. So in your kit you have a couple of long white banner pieces, and really you don't even hardly see it in here. Just kind of a little hint of it in throughout here, and here's the ends of your banner piece here. But you're going to have to cut these out. Use your scissors or your trimmer to cut them out. Cut a little V shape in each end of them. And then that is going here. Like that. There's a lot of colors you could use on that one, but I suggest the little bit of moonstone again, because it's, even though it's got a little bit of pattern in the background, yeah, I think that's pretty. And I'm just going to do the ends because that's all you really see. You just barely see the inside. And again, sometimes I fold that just a little bit so you can get those edges. I did a messy job of chalking. So your banner piece goes here. That. And now you can go locate those 3 flowers that you made earlier. There's 1, 2, and 3. Pretty, pretty, pretty. This is also a new paper line too, and I can't even remember the name of it. Melody. I think this is called Melody. We have one called Melody.
I don't know.
We'll just guess. We're just going to call this one Melody. We don't know. Oh, and then there's 2 of your little curly cues. Those tuck in like this. Okay? And page 1 is done. And page 2 is very, very similar. What kind of time do we have here?
We are at 12:45.
So we have 15 minutes. Okay, we can get most of that done. So take one more look at page 1. And again, the last thing that we did was put on This banner piece here, we added these pre-made flowers where we matched up the little shapes in the center, and then add your little white curly cues. You can change the color of those if you want, but that white really shows up good against the background, so I would leave it white. That's up to you. You can do whatever color you want. You want to add a little brad to the top of this tag too. Page 1 is all done, so we can get started on page 2 and probably can get most of it done. Where's my other background paper? Do you see one?
I don't, is this, we've got papers
Oh, yeah.
here.
I don't know how I lose stuff so quick, and I'm
Well, I
supposed
kind of
to be
stacked
right in
stuff
front
on
of me.
top of it, but
So again, we have all these flowers, and they will be assembled just like you did on page 1, but we're not going to do that right now. We can do that at the end. And I'm going to trim off my label. Oh, this is called cherry wood. It flows right into, we do have one called Melody, and it flows right into that one also. Okay, then we use the remaining white 6x12, and it goes on the center. And you're going to add the circle. It's an 1/8 inch in from the left and 2 inches down from the top, so it's going to look about like this. And again, you'll want to chalk those edges up. And you have another photo mat. Again, with something punched out of the middle, you're going to add your blue. And this goes on about 1 inch down from the top and 1 3/4 inch in from the right-hand side of the page. Something like that. Then you have 2 small photo mats left. And this is just sort of in the right spot. And you have a white journaling piece. You have lots of little extra little quotes and things here that you can use wherever you want. Save them for a different project if you want to. So cut out your journaling piece. Here, and you need a little tab at the top. Add your brad, go ahead and glue that on. And then we chose moments like this out of here that it goes in the center. Then your remaining banner piece. Across the bottom. And again, your assembled flowers. Go ahead and assemble your flowers. Add those across the bottom.
Boy, it's been a quiet train day. We're just going to go ahead and
I
draw
know.
a couple more prizes here. So I drew some. We've got Roberta Prince and Sharon Peterson won.
Oh.
So if they come up like that, that means they signed up more than one person, and you two get to fight over who gets the prize.
So if you're the one that signed them up, I would say you're number one. Okay, I think we are pretty much done with this. What else do we have that we could show a sneak peek on?
Let's do the special one more time here, and
Okay.
then show this on. So we have a on our website. We have this grab bag bundle pack, mega bundle, I think it's called on there. It's under the sale category.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
Has some papers, die cuts, inks in it, and this would be qualify you to add to your order to use the special we have. So the special is any, we have 3 card kits, and it's random, but you you hit $40 with your, before shipping, and you use this promo code free card kit, and that will get you a free card kit. They're totally random, but this is something on our website that would qualify, that would go towards your order, and it's a extra special bundle that we have on there. I'm not even sure of the price, but it's cheap. It's cheap.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's heavy, yeah.
So,
A lot of stuff. And 3 inks, that's like $12 worth of stuff right there.
and the inks will be random on that. Some of them might be what's in that package, and some it might be something else. So, do you want to talk about Club Q?
Yeah, you can talk about Club Q.
I can talk. You can show pictures, maybe.
Okay.
So the top one is the.
This is gorgeous. Look at these intricate flowers. I have to tell you that we have been running the laser machine like 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, because these little flowers take up so much time. Right, Mary? These flowers right here, these are gorgeous, but they are very
and that's
intricate.
actually March's shipment that we already shipped. I don't know where the April ones are. I just told Stacy we found them, and that's actually March's that we already shipped.
Oh, okay.
So you can sign up for this. April's you can see on our website right now under shopquickquotes.com/clubq. These are what we just shipped for March. If you want to go ahead and sign up and have the March ones shipped, just write in the comments box, start with March, and I'll get them out to you this week. Otherwise, if you don't, you'll start with April. That's pictured on there as the featured month, and April will ship to you next month, starting on the 15th. So Club Q is $32 a month. It's free shipping. And what that gets you is 2 double-page layouts and a bonus paper pack. And then this is kind of what the paper pack looks like. This right here, you get about 5 or 6 sheets of paper, a little quote card, or a vellum quote, and some ribbon in it. So Patsy's gonna, when you sign up, you get a free starter kit. So 2 double-page layouts and a bonus paper pack. Plus, you get 3 free random inks for signing up. So those of you who are not a member, when you sign up, you'll get this extra kits for you for signing up. And these are the starter ones that come with it currently, along with a paper pack and 3 random inks. Club Q is $32 a month. It's free shipping. It ships to you every single month. Whoop. Ships to you every single month. You can, sorry, it ships to you every month, but you can opt out of months up to 4 times a year if it's not right for you or money's tight that year, that time. You get an additional 10% off on items on our website. Plus, we have some extra special add-on kits for you each month, and we just figured out what this random one was from earlier. It's April's add-on. Grudge Mary told me. So it is up there and ready to order. So those of you that are a Club Q member, you get this layout for $9.99 during this April shipment.
That's pretty.
Otherwise, it's this for everybody else. It's the same price as our, and it's ready to ship now currently. So Club Q, $32 a month, free shipping, get you an extra 10% off on the website. And then also you can choose, when you check out with those extra items, you can choose the free shipping option for Club Q, and it'll ship with your next monthly shipment. That way you don't pay any extra shipping fees for it to go with their club queue for that month. It charges on the 1st. Excuse me. You have till the 1st to opt out of a month if it's something that doesn't work for you. It charges on the 12th and ships about the 15th of every month, depending on if that's a weekend or not. You can go to our website, shopquickquotes.com, click on Club Q. There's an FAQ there that'll answer all your questions for you. You can see the featured month for April, or you can see past months on there. And order add-ons. Did I forget anything else?
This is the free one, right?
Yep, that's the free one. So this one will come with your first shipment. That double page layout, this double page layout, and then a bonus paper pack and 3 free inks that you'll get all in your first shipment. So it's like Christmas. You get a whole bunch of kits and a fun box of things.
That's a lot.
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about right now?
I don't think so. I think we're good. I think they
Okay.
probably get this whole kit completely finished before we get started again. So we will see you back here at 1. What time is it now?
I don't know. Look at your phone right there.
Oh, it's right there. It's 1. So 1:15.
Yes.
We'll see you back here at 1:15. And Garage Mary's here to show you this cute little project that she designed. So
We'll be
see
back.
see you in just a little bit.